zoom in here a little bit. So you could do that right here, just line it right under, whoops. Right in, 6.5, and when you're adding, it's good to put those placeholder zeros in. So 9, 8, 13.89.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, and we're gonna start with the odds, because that's what you did so far, right?
Yeah.
So over here, we have to put 37.25 minus 0.823. So a lot of people,
I put the zero.
yeah, make a mistake. Put that zero in so you don't make a mistake. That was smart. And then you then you can see your borrowing, right? This becomes a 10 and that's 40. So 10 take away 3 is 7. 4 take away 2 is 2. You have to borrow again, right? So that's 12 take away 8 is 4. And then 6 and 30. Is that what you got? Good. So 36.427. Nice. All right. So going this way.
I
Yeah.
can do 4.
Right, 5. We're going odds. So I put the number with the fewer digits in the bottom of the problem. So put the 0.13 here. It just seems easier for me. But you don't have to. But look, did you just go the other way?
Yeah, I went the other way.
Watch how much less work this is. 3 times 7 is 21. Carry the 2. What about 3 times 2?
3 times 2 is 6.
Plus 2 is 8. 3 times 1 is,
3.
and 3 times 2 is,
6.
so put your placeholder in.
But
Now-
my teacher last year, what she did is that she put a star in it.
Oh, she put a star in for the placeholder? That was probably good because you like drawing stars too, huh? That's a good idea. So now 1 times 7,
It's 7.
1 times 2,
It's 2.
1 times 2,
It's 2.
or 1. Yeah, 1 times 2,
It's 2.
and that's it. So mine
Yeah,
had,
that's what I did.
oh, that is what you did.
Yeah.
So now when we add, check my addition. Are those all the correct digits?
Yep, that is.
And so this is a hard one to estimate. It's almost like 0 times 20, which
Yeah.
would be 0. Really small. So the rule is handy here because it's hard to estimate. So that's where you really want to rely on the rule. There's 4 digits after the decimal there. So you're going to go in 4 digits because the estimating there makes it a little hard. But still, it's pretty small.
Yeah, I feel like I have a struggle with putting where the decimal belongs, when I
So that rule is something to really focus on. And it's good to keep practicing estimating because it makes your number sense good. But it's really nice to have the fallback with the rule. And the rule says there's 1, 2, 3, 4 digits after all. You count up all the digits after the decimal point in the whole problem. There's 4. So then you would come in from the right 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Does that make sense?
a little bit.
I think estimating makes more sense,
Yeah.
but it's nice to do both. Because sometimes estimating, like up here, well, for right now, we'll just keep practicing every time you do one. Just keep practicing that rule.
And then for 7, was that dividing?
That fraction bar means divide, right? So on 7, the first thing I would do would be what? What would I do to make that division problem easier?
Well, I did long division because I'm not good with doing it.
Did you get rid of decimals though before you did the long division?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm talking about here. Before you can do long division, multiply by 10, which in your mind is just moving the decimal, right?
Yeah.
So 32. Did you do long division with those numbers or did you go one more time? Did you get rid of the next decimal or did you keep it at that?
I got rid of it.
Okay, so that means you multiply by 10 again. And that's, so I want you to kind of think about when you're moving the decimal, what you're really doing. and then you did long division there. That's fine. That's not a hard long
Actually,
division.
I think I got that. I think I might have gotten that one wrong because I really
So
don't.
did you estimate first?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so it's like about 7 divided by 3, 2 something, right? And that helps you with the long division because you can start with 2. You know, by the estimating, you can start with 2, and that, when you double 320, you get 640. So subtract, and you get 112. So here's the problem. It's an uglier number. So if you reduced first, you might have had less work to do. So your choices are to put a decimal and a 0.
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
Yeah. Well, I didn't do 320. I just did 32.
Okay, but you still would have gotten a 2.
Yeah, I still got a 2.
Still have all the same numbers.
Yeah, but and then so 32 goes into my not my but
Okay, so you got a 9 here. So, and then probably a little scratch work, huh? Yeah. So that's okay. So 320 times 9, 0, 18.
Oh, it doesn't go. It
So
doesn't go.
didn't look like 9 worked. Pretty big, right?
I think it was 3 times.
Okay. So, but that's that's okay, right? I mean, that's kind of how, that's how we do long division. You have to kind of guess and check.
Yeah.
So you say now 3? Okay, so 0, 6, 9. That looks better. And we'll know in a minute, right?
Yeah.
So we have to think that 160. Okay, now that's an easy benchmark fraction. It's 2, and you put in a 3, right? So you did. What would you do next? So you have to do the other 0.
Oh yeah, I do cut and paste.
Right.
And then
How about 5? Right? Because 5 times 3 is 15. So then we have to do more scratch work. Zero, 0. Hey, look at that, 1600. So it worked. I think sometimes it would have been easier to reduce first. But if you're good at long division or patient, it works perfectly also.
Yeah, I got that same answer except I don't know why I put it on.
That's okay. So that's fine, that's correct. Should we do one more before you leave?
Yeah.
9. So it says use benchmark fraction to decimal conversions. Do you know what that means? Change these. Practice changing them. So 3 what? Point.
Oh, I'm not good with this. I did it like by turning to
No, let's practice this. 3 for 3/4. 3/4 is the same as,
So 3.75.
yeah, divided by
1.5.
1.5. So we can do long division again.
I like long division.
I know you do. So we'll do long division. I don't, but I'm going to go with it. So we're going to have to move that decimal, right, to be 15 and 37.5. And this is an easy long division problem, so that's not a bad one. The other one was kind of a lot of work. I don't think this one's going to be so much work. What do you think? It's the first number you're going to put here. 2. 30, right? bring down the 5, right? So this is an easy, this is a good problem to do in long division, it's easy.
So,
4 times 15 is 60,
so yeah.
add another 15.
Oh, it would be something.
Right. So 2.5.
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Yeah, so those are some, that's about it for right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.